friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the products and things that I have been absolutely loving for the past month or two. I'm calling this my January favorites, I guess, but really it's more like winter favorites, all the things I've been loving during this winter season. So we're going to be talking skincare, body care, beauty products, some lifestyle things. So if you're interested in some of my favorite things, just keep on watching. So I hope that the title of this video doesn't get that song stuck in your head, but just like the title suggests, these are a few of my favorite things, the things I have been loving lately. And it's really in no particular order. I just have like a pile of stuff here off to the side. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. I'll have stuff linked down below. There's no like affiliate links or anything. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just feel like when I'm hanging out with my friends, I love to tell them the products I've been using and loving, and I consider you all friends. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So with it being winter, here in Southeast Michigan, it is so unbelievably dry. My skin is dry to begin with. Once the winter months hit and we have to start running our heat, I'm out in the cold, dry climate, my skin suffers. I get little flaky patches, dry, scaly, itchy, really tight skin. And I've found some products that I have been absolutely loving to help combat that. They're not inexpensive, they're very pricey, but I have fallen in love with the Necessaire body care products. They tout this as like skincare for your body. So it's like really great quality ingredients. The one that I like the absolute most is this one, the Necessaire Body Serum. I apply this out of the shower while my skin is still damp. A little bit goes a long way, and it just makes my skin feel so incredibly hydrated. I follow it up with the Necessaire Body Lotion. I purchased both of mine on the Necessaire website. They also have them on Amazon, where I actually originally purchased the little travel size of the products. The set that I bought came with the body wash, the little mini of the body wash, the serum, the lotion, and the body exfoliator. I have already gone through the little minis of both the lotion and the serum. I was hardcore using those because I just loved them so much. These I'm going through a little bit slower. I chose the eucalyptus scent. That's for the body wash and the exfoliator, but the lotion and the serum are unscented, and that's what I love about them because, well, that's one of the things I love about them. The major thing I love about them is just how hydrating they are, how plump and juicy and soft my skin feels when I use them. But the other thing is that they're scent free, so they don't like interfere with like my perfumes and body mists and, you know, the scented things that I put on afterwards. I don't want like all of my scents clashing. They do have an unscented version of the exfoliator and the body wash as well. I don't mind a little scent with my body wash. The great thing about this is the eucalyptus scent smells so like spa-like and luxe, but it doesn't linger. So smells great in the shower, but then like by the time I'm out of the shower, I can't smell it anymore. This body exfoliator is amazing. It's a super finely milled like pumice in there. It feels really luxurious on the skin. It exfoliates really beautifully. I believe it also has a chemical exfoliant in it. So it's like twice the bang for your buck, I guess. Like I said, they're not inexpensive products. They're quite pricey, but I feel like they are worth it. Especially, like I said, the serum and the lotion. You can see I have already purchased the full size. I've already set myself up with subscribe and save on Amazon to get this sent to me. Again, because especially in the winter, these are awesome. Will I need like heavy duty moisturizing in the summer? I don't know. Something that I only recently started doing is like slathering myself in body products after a shower. I used to just put on a little bit of lotion on like my elbows and my knees if I felt like I needed it, but part of my January, or really part of my 2024 goals, is to create solid routines. One of them being like skincare. I've been doing a really great job in January of using my skincare products. I'm going to talk about some skincare for my face in a minute. And part of that has also been, body care. So I've really been loving these products. I also have been in the shower using a bar soap first. I just been using the Dove one, rinsing that all off, and then going in with my exfoliators and my body wash from Necessaire. And it's just been like a two-step process, and I've been loving that, making my showers in the evening more like self-care spa-like, and that's been phenomenal. I don't really have a shampoo and conditioner that I'm loving. If you have any suggestions for that, let me know. Right now I'm using a L'Oreal one, and I just bought another L'Oreal one to replace that. I do like L'Oreal products, but I'm not like blown away by them. In terms of hair care, I do have very dry hair, dry scalp as well. So if you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear that. But yeah, the Necessaire products, far and away the like #1 favorite thing, especially in this last month when I've really been focusing on more skincare, body care. The other products that I've been loving in that vein, and with the idea of how dry everything is here, I've been using the O'Keeffe's for Healthy Feet cream. It's the night treatment. I love to like exfoliate my feet in the shower. I've got one of those pumice stones, and then to slather this on, and then I will either put on a pair of little, they're just a little sock I got from Amazon that are just like the heel. It covers the heel. It's got a little bit of silicone in there to prevent the lotion and stuff that you use from rubbing off onto the sock. That's really good. Or I'll put on like a big fuzzy pair of socks, or even just my slippers. That's another favorite. I love my slippers. I'm wearing them right now. So I'm going to pull it right off my foot and show you. These are by Cushionaire, I think. I got them from Amazon. They're amazing. I love those as well. So I'll link those too. Why not? But this stuff works phenomenal. My heels are very cracked and dry and just like grody. I would love to go and get a pedicure, but I have a lot of social anxiety. I've never had a pedicure before, and like going to get a pedicure just intimidates me. I don't really know why. So I just kind of do it myself, and this stuff is phenomenal. I like it a lot. I'm almost out of it. I'm going to need to repurchase soon. I have tried the O'Keeffe's foot cream in a little tub. I like this better. It's not super greasy, but it is pretty thick. Visible results in 1 night, it says on here, and I think that that's absolutely accurate. I love this stuff. And then for my hands, I've been using the, I'm going to butcher this, L'Occitane. I don't know. It's a fancy hand cream. It was expensive, but I like it a lot. Again, it doesn't feel greasy. It is pretty thick. It keeps my hands nice and moisturized. I wash my hands like a zillion times a day, and I'm constantly reapplying this. I just bought the little mini to try out. And even the mini was pretty expensive, but I think I will consider buying the full size product unless you have any good hand cream recommendations. I know that O'Keeffe's does make hand cream. I have tried the Working Hands hand cream. I bought that for my husband actually, because he works with his hands a lot, and I thought that would be good for him, but I didn't really like the way that felt on my skin. I like something that absorbs all the way. It doesn't leave like a tacky feel behind. So if you have any recommendations, especially for something from the drugstore, I'd love to hear from you for that as well. All right, let's talk about some skincare. If you have watched any of my videos where I do my skincare, you've seen me use this a ton. This is the CosRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I love the Snail Slime products. I think that they make my skin look so beautiful and hydrated and glassy. I use this. This is probably my favorite product. And I use it in conjunction with a little thermal water from Avene. I'm really terrible at product names. I don't know. But I spray that on my face so that it's damp, and then I go in with this. This is like the first step after I cleanse. And then I use the all-in-one cream. I didn't bring all the products because I didn't feel like I needed to show them all to you. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me use them. And I use the Snail Peptide eye cream. All three of those products are top-notch. They're pretty affordable, and I feel like my skin has never looked better. I think part of that is just the routine of it. I've been doing it every single day and night, with very few exceptions, all throughout January, and that's been phenomenal. But yeah, I really like these products. I obviously am not above spending a lot on products, but if I can find something that works really great that I don't have to spend a fortune on, I'm all for it, and that's this. All right. My oven timer is going to go off any second. I've got a pineapple upside down cake in the oven, so I apologize. There it is. Alexa, stop. I just knew that was coming. Give me a second to check on my cake, and I'll be right back with the next product. Okay, so cake has been successfully flipped upside down, and it looks delicious. It smells delicious. So now we can continue on with something else that smells delicious. How do you like that segue? I have some home fragrance stuff that I have been loving. It is this line of Allswell home fragrance. They have candles. They have room and linen sprays. I think these are so aesthetically pleasing, so beautiful. This is in the scent Refresh. I got the candle and the matching room spray. I also have the Calm scent, which I love. I love the scent of this one more, but I love the aesthetic of that one more. And I'm pointing over there because it's across the room from me. I didn't bother to bring it. I shared a picture on Instagram. I'll go ahead and pop it up here of that set. These are so nice. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them other than they're beautiful. They smell incredible. They are a coconut wax blend. The Refresh is lemon zest, bergamot, and sage, and it smells like heaven. It burns a little messily, as you can see there, but it smells so good. It looks so beautiful sitting on my little end table, and I just think it's so pretty. And the matching scent, I love to spray this on my sofas. I have a dog who likes to get up on our sofas and lay down, so they're covered in hair and they kind of smell like Maple. That's her name. So I love that I can just spray this and give it a little refresh. So I've been really, really liking these. They're glass bottles. They look way more expensive than they are. I got them from Walmart really affordably, I think, for what they are. So if I can find them on Walmart's website, I will link them below, but I just think they're so classy. And yellow, if you didn't know, is one of my favorite colors. So got this one. I got the Calm, which is really gorgeous, like frosted white. So pretty. Okay, let's talk about some... Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention this when we were talking body care and skincare. In addition to those Necessaire products that I told you about that I highly recommend, I wanted to tell you about a product I don't necessarily recommend as much. This is the product that started my obsession with Necessaire. I know that seems silly because I just said I don't recommend this as much, but I fell in love with the sleek packaging, the way this looks on my little vanity counter, shelf, I guess, and just like the way that this feels. It feels so luxurious. The reason I don't necessarily recommend the neck serum, that's what this is in case I didn't say, number one, it's 1.7 fluid ounces and it's $65. Yikes. I bought this back pretty soon after I first started working, started bringing in an income. If you're unfamiliar, my husband worked for a company for 20 plus years. His boss, the owner, retired, and we bought the business almost just over a year ago today. So February 1st, 2023, we took over that company, and I started working full-time after being a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. So one of the first things that I really bought myself with like my big girl paycheck, sounds so silly, but that's kind of how I justified it in my head. It was like a celebration for me being a working woman, was this bougie ass neck serum from Necessaire. And I do love it. I love the way it feels. It's just so darned expensive. Like, this product is $45 if you buy it full price. 5.1 fluid ounces. It's hyaluronic acid, by the way, if I didn't mention it. This stuff is phenomenal. It takes just a little bit. This is a multi-peptide collagen treatment. It's such a small amount. It's so bougie. Plus, it says it's fragrance-free, and while I think that's true, I don't think they add fragrance. Something in here, one of the ingredients must be something rose, because this smells like rose. Now, I don't think they put rose in there to fragrance it. I think that's just like one of the products or one of the ingredients that makes it work, but it isn't completely fragrance free. While the other products in the line that I've tried all are like genuinely fragrance free, they smell like nothing. This one smells like roses. Now, it does make my neck feel great. I don't know that I've noticed any like major difference. It's just like one more step in my little luxurious skincare routine, but I think you could skip this. Just use some of this stuff on your neck. That's just my opinion. I don't know that I will repurchase this unless I can get it like on sale or at a discount. But if you, again, have any recommendations for a neck cream or a neck serum, I know that's one of the places that you age first, and I'd like to keep it looking young. So I'd love your recommendations. All right, what else do we have here? This video is getting long. I want to talk to you about this super cute Kaboodle that I bought from Dollar Tree. I don't know if you're going to be able to find this still, but when I saw this on the shelf at Dollar Tree, it instantly took me back to being like 12 years old. We all had the Kaboodles, right? Like the full-size ones that you opened up and you had all of your like hair ties and perfume and makeup. That's what I put in mine. Like my exclamation perfume was in there, my, CoverGirl, Cheekers products, like old school 90s Kaboodles. When I saw this, it instantly took me back to that era. Like, how cute is the little glitter top? I've got all of my hair bows stored in mine. This makes me want to go and see if I can find like a full-size Kaboodle, because this is just like the cutest thing ever. I had to include it. It was $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and I actually bought 3 of them because I couldn't decide on a color. One of them I gave to my son to give to his girlfriend as part of her Valentine's Day present, but I am kind of hoarding the other 2. And like I said, one of them has hair bows in it. The other one, I've got some other miscellaneous things. I just put it on my shelf, and every time I look at it, I just feel 12 years old again, and it's like the best thing ever. If you had a Kaboodle growing up, give this video a thumbs up. Okay. What else do I have here? Some beauty products. So I have fallen in love with these e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. These were just released not too long ago. They're complete dupes for the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, and I love them. Because my skin is so dry, I'm not a big like powder fan. If I can use a liquid blush, I'm gonna do it. I'm wearing it today. It's beautiful. Also, I went a little heavy with between like the glowy skincare and the highlighter. I feel like I'm very shiny today, but I'm not mad at it. I kind of love it. I am wearing this shade today, and it is, I know I'm getting old because I cannot read the shade name on the bottom of this. It's teeny, teeny, tiny little letters. Suave Mauve, I think, is this one. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. All the ones I've tried. One little dot will do ya. you don't want to go too heavy-handed with this or you'll look like a crazy clown. I want to get all of these. I love them. I will never use up this amount of blush. I do have one of the Rare Beauty blushes, and I love it as well, but these are like a quarter of the price or something. Super, super cheap. Another product that I've been loving is the Urban Decay Naked Flushed. I've had this in my collection of makeup for a long time. And every time I pull it out and use it, I fall in love all over again. This is in the shade Nooner. It's a bronzer highlighter blush combo, little trio here. And it's just beautiful. I feel like this bronzer is the perfect shade for me. I love actually using it as eyeshadow, which I did today. The highlight is so beautiful. As you can see, I've gone a little overboard using it, and the blush is really pretty. And I actually like to use this blush sometimes to top off my cream blush just for a little something extra. So I wanted to give that a shout out too. I love that. We are almost done. Next thing I want to talk about, my Kindle. I love my Kindle. I purchased this back in December. I really wanted to get back into reading, and while I love a physical book, I'm that girl. Like, I love to hold a book in my hand. You just cannot compete with like a whole library of books in this little teeny tiny thing. I just throw this in my purse. I read it when I'm at an appointment. If I'm sitting outside waiting for my son to come out, I'm still driving him all over the place. And I spend a lot of time in the car waiting on him. This has kept me so entertained. I read a total of 9 books in January, which is amazing. That's more books than I read all last year. I'm going to do a whole video on what I read in January. I'm really excited about it. But this has been a big part of the reason why I've been able to read so much. Between the Kindle, I have the Kindle Paperwhite, by the way, and I highly recommend it. I think it's well worth the cost. This case that I have on it is just from Amazon. I will link the Kindle and the case down below. If you've been holding out because you're more of a physical book person, get it. Highly recommend. And with that, I figured in this video, I'd give you a little sneak peek of that reading video and tell you the favorite book that I read this month. I have been reading a ton of Stephen King. It is a little reading challenge of mine to get through as many of the Stephen King books this year as I can. I've been reading them in publication order. So I read a handful of them in January. I read some other books too, but my favorite just happens to be from Stephen King, and it's The Shining. I loved it. And it's interesting because I wasn't really looking forward to reading it at all. I think because it's so overhyped and it's so many people's favorite book, I tend to do this thing where I'm like, if everybody loves it, I'm not going to like it. Or like, I don't want to join in on the hype or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't looking forward to reading it. I didn't think I was going to like it. I loved it. I read through it in like the shortest amount of time possible. I'm a pretty fast reader anyway, but I finished it over the course of like 2 reading sessions. I loved it. Way better than the movie, in my opinion. I've also been watching all of the adaptations that go with the books. I had seen The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining a zillion times. The book's way better. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. I have been yammering on for quite a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I had a couple of other little things that I was going to share with you, but nothing that is a deal breaker. You guys will probably see all of my favorite things in upcoming vlogs and stuff. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you are interested in following along to see what some of my other favorites are, see some of these favorites in action, I post vlog videos here on my channel. I post lots of budgeting content, and that's a lot of fun. So make sure you click the subscribe button. And if you're interested in even more content from me, you can join my channel membership for as little as $4.99 a month. You can click the join button for more information about that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and letting me share some of my favorite things, and I'll see you next time.